Hey guys, are y'all still on assignment? Okay. Are you active?
Yes, sir.
Every day.
But it's important to be active, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's important to be active. Like, to be active. I mean, we can talk about it like, yeah, I realized that's what God called me to do. So all you doing. So you gotta ask yourself, well, when was the last time you did it? Okay, 1 second. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Those people are in authority. You see, I talked about that earlier, right? They coming after your church, they gonna take it. They say they gonna take your church. How you feel about that?
They can try. They can try, but I'm still going to do what God has told me to do.
So you don't need the church to do that.
No, I don't need a building. I don't need you know why? Because I am the church.
Okay.
Now I'll say this and I'll digress. If and when I go out, if I go out and I survive what they're trying to do to me, my God has preserved me. I win. When I go out to save souls, if they kill me, I see my God. I still win. I don't lose. In either route, I don't lose.
How do you lose? Explain what's the only can you lose?
I only lose if I fall victim to being disobedient to God. Because when I'm disobedient from God, now I'm no longer in his will. And if I'm disobedient to God, I can't see heaven.
So with being disobedient is like if you don't
following orders.
Okay.
You're not following orders. You're not deploying.
Big Mike, it's on you, brother. Tell me about it, man. You've been placed on assignment. God put you on assignment. I know we done rocked hard, brother. I done seen you with these youth. I done seen you. So, what is your calling, brother?
I think my number one assignment, my number one right now is, and I'm gonna go into another one, is providing and protecting my family. Okay. I mean, especially with everything that's out there in the world, to have teenagers coming up in this society, it's a lot. So
that's a powerful answer, Mike.
It's a constant change, a constant work. It is work.
Yeah.
work. Just when you think you got it down, boom, that hook to the face.
Hey guys, are y'all still on assignment?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, every day.
Okay. Are you active?
Yes, sir.
Every day.
But it's important to be active, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's important to be active. Like, to be active. I mean, we can talk about it's like, yeah, I realized that's what God called me to do. But are you doing it? So you got to ask yourself, when was the last time you did it?
Do I believe what specifically? Again, I want to make sure I understand your question. Do I believe
that the body of Christ is just like Ananias in this situation? When the Lord's telling and we know what to do, he's afraid to do it.
I believe, and just to be truthful, I believe that the members of the body of Christ who are really of the body of Christ, I believe, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't call it's a fear, but I would probably more call it a sincere concern.
To what?
If you look at it, I like the passage you quoted. If you look at verse number 14, Ananias says, 13, he says, I've heard by many people of this man, how much evil he has done. So yeah, Paul was doing some evil things, right? But look at verse 14. It says, he has authority.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just the fact that he was doing bad things, because the world does bad things, but what's changed today is that everybody, we on the losing side right now. Okay. See, what's changed is it used to be a time when you ministered against different things, the culture was with you. And they echoed that. Yeah, that ain't right. No, that ain't right.
Right.
Now that the Bible calls it, they're going to call good evil and evil good. That calling is complete. So now it's a fear, but not like the fear of I'm scared of a spider. There's a pit bull on the loose. It's a legitimate fear because these people now have authority to take your job.
Absolutely.
These people have authority now. These letter people, they got power now.
That's why I use the scripture.
So I can relate to Ananias. I think he was genuinely concerned, saying, wait a minute, Lord, I'll go. But you do know now, they got power now. Okay? They got authority from the king to take my life.
Right.
So that's legitimate. But as soldiers, we know that on the battlefield, the Taliban, the Afghanis, they got authority to take your life too.
Yes.
So I have to first relate with Ananias and say, you know what? I'm not a fearful guy, okay? I'm gonna lose my job though. I got bills to pay.
Right.
Hey, this I'm gonna reference something, man. And I had to look this up. On Coach Carter. When he asked my man, what is your deepest fear? He didn't know. He did not know. And the quote, I'm not going to read it all, but it says our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. And it goes on to talk about we were born into God and things of that nature, right? How we're supposed to glorify him. But people get comfortable, man. It's easy to sit in the darkness. It's so easy to sit in the dark. Think about when you sleep and somebody hit the light. You wake up. It startles you. But if you're in the light and somebody turns it on, it don't even bother you.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. But when that light comes on, it'll startle you out of your sleep. So I think for a lot of people, we thrive in that darkness, that fear, because we literally fear being as powerful as God will allow us to be.
That's good, brother.
He said Ananias protested. So he's like Isaac was saying, he's in fear and he's protesting. He says, Master, you can't be serious. Everybody's talking about this man and the terrible things he's been doing. His reign of terror against your people in Jerusalem. So we're talking about a man here who's doing what he thinks is right.
Right.
We can't forget that part. He thinks that what he is doing is right. Remember what he's doing here. He's defending religion and tradition. So he's running around. He's doing whatever he thinks that God will want done. So that makes me think that there's a lot of Christians that thinks, well, it's okay. The pastor said don't read the Old Testament, so I don't know what it says in Leviticus, and I don't know what Deuteronomy says about, and it'll be fine, and it's okay. And we have a lot of folks that just don't know because they haven't been taught. I mean, if you ask me what was my belief before Christ, I really didn't care. You could have done what you want to do. It's your body. That was my thought. I believe that too many Christians call themselves believers and not knowers. And this is just a quick, snapshot. If I say I believe this background is blue, I believe it is. Well, that leaves room for somebody to understand that I may not be so sure that it's not blue. I believe it's blue, right? But it's some unsure, uncertainty, unsureness. But if I say I know it's blue, 100% I know it's blue. Take that same concept to us knowing Jesus Christ. If I say I believe in Jesus, well, it's still some room to say, well, I may not know Jesus. I believe I know Jesus, but I ain't sure I know Jesus. But if I say I know Jesus, it's without a shadow of a doubt. So we have too many so-called Christians as believers and not knowers.
And we have a lot of Christians, unfortunately, do not know how to rightly divide the word. And I see where the struggle can come in, because, and I know King Isom, he talks about that challenge, and I'm getting there, brother. Just be patient with me. But we got some folks that you challenge them and they turn you off. So I like how you said you share. So Jesus is talking to Ananias here, and you talked about verse 14 and 15, and Jesus is challenging him. He says, but the master said, and you're the military bunch, the master said, don't argue. He says, go, I have picked him as my personal representative to the non-Jews and the kings of the Jews. So it comes back down to what God said. What is the master saying? And if you got your relationship with the master, you got your relationship with your commander, whatever it is, you're going to do what he tells you to do.
It's called order.
We serve a God of order.
Order. Because we have more people that just wants to be relaxed in, well, this is the new culture, so it's so watered down. Right. They don't want to give the honest truth.
You know what that's called?
Talk to me.
Christianity.